Hey guys, so this video is going to be another disappointing products video. So today I'm talking about products that haven't really met my expectations or have been downright rubbish. So a bit of a combination of the two. I'm going to jump right in, starting with makeup. And the first one I was so disappointed by, not because it was a terrible product, but because I much preferred the previous launches from this brand, and it's the Bourjois City Radiance Foundation. Now, I love the Bourjois Air Matte Foundation and the 123 Perfect, and the Healthy Mix Serum Foundation as well is really nice. So I was super excited about the City Radiance Foundation. I used it for a couple of weeks, and I have to say, I don't really hate this. I just think it's nowhere near what I was expecting. So it's meant to be a brightening effect foundation with SPF 30 and radiance boosting pigments, but I felt that this made my skin look quite flat and it kind of clung to dry bits. It didn't necessarily leave me with that kind of like dewy effect that I wanted, and I actually, ironically, much prefer the Air Matte, which is meant to be matte, to this for making my skin look kind of bright. I don't really understand, maybe it's just my skin reacting to it, but I would definitely recommend checking out the 123 Perfect or the Air Matte over this. The next is a product that I bought. I actually bought this almost a year ago now, and I realised the other day how little I've used it. And this is from Bite. I bought it when I was in the States, and it is their Buttercream Lipstick in Pecan. Now, these are kind of a strange one, because the theory behind these lipsticks is that the core of the lipstick is where all the moisture is, and that having a bullet-shaped lipstick is kind of counterproductive because you want to get the best part of the lipstick. So they've basically chopped the top off the lipstick, which I get as a kind of story to sell them. However, you're getting less lipstick for a start. Secondly, it's just the most awkward shape to apply lipstick with. You see why they have bullet-shaped lipsticks when you chop the top off, because you end up like, it's just really awkward. If you were using a brush, this would be great. I love the texture, I love the formula. However, I will be sticking to the original Bite lipsticks from now on. Moving on to other lip products, I've got two lip scrubs that I haven't liked, really strangely, because I don't use lip scrubs that often. The first one is from a brand called 29, which I picked up in Target last summer when I was there for VidCon. This is the Grape Seed Age Protecting Scrub, and I liked this because it was in a stick. A lot of scrubs are in kind of pops or whatever, and you have to stick your finger in. I like this because the idea that it's in a stick I thought was really cute and easy to apply and stuff, but it just really wasn't very effective, and I didn't really like it. It doesn't have any particularly nice scent or anything, it's just kind of a bit meh. It's a bit of a meh product. And then the other one are these Clinique duos, and these are macaroon inspired. The packaging is really cute. One side you have a lip balm, and then on the other side you have a lip scrub, and I thought this is the coolest idea. I think there are two main downfalls for me with this product. So the first one is that they have, I think, 4 or 6 colours, and they're all quite kind of vibrant looking colours, and you think, oh, that'd be really nice, like a really nice berry kind of tinted lip balm. They have little to no pigmentation in the balms. So as far as I'm aware, like, I mean, that's the balm. There's actually not that much point having like so many colours. The second issue is that the scrub doesn't have enough scrubby bits in it. Like, when I have a lip scrub, I really want it to be like Lush's lip scrubs. You know, when they're like so scrubby they actually do something. This is like middle of the road. Like, it's good, but it's not amazing. And then the third issue I have with it is that it's non-scented, which, again, I mentioned this in my last video. I realise it's a Clinique thing, but I think for something like a lip scrub, you kind of want it to be scented in some way, and a lip balm, I don't know, I do personally anyway. I know that's personal preference, a lot of people don't like scented lip products, but that's why I was kind of a bit disappointed with that in general. For me, wasn't a winner. And then another thing that I tried that is a kind of novelty concept are these My Couture bronze highlight and blush blot sheets. So the concept behind these is that they're like a blotting paper, but they actually have coloured makeup on them so you can touch up on the go. So like, in theory, I was like, these are a really good idea. In practice, not so much, especially with bronzer. You can't blend them as well as you could with a brush. So I feel like you're on the go and you end up putting some on and then trying to blend it in with the tissue, and it just kind of doesn't really work. It ends up looking not very natural, and just a little bit, I don't know, it's not something I would personally use. I would use blotting sheets, but these, I'd rather have a cream product or something that's easy to top up on the go. I don't think these give the best results. They're a cool idea, but they don't give the best results. Got 3 eye products that I've been really disappointed by. The first one is a mascara from Dollywink, and I picked this up when I was in Japan in December. This is the Dollywink Volume mascara, and I have to say I found this with quite a lot of the Asian mascaras, to be honest. I don't get on with them because they are so waterproof, and it's not even like this is a specifically waterproof formula. They're just really hard to get off. So if you are somebody who loves waterproof mascara and hard to get off mascara, and you've got oily eyelids and you want to like it to stay on all day and you struggle with normal mascaras, then I think a lot of the Asian mascaras are probably great for you. But for me, I can't get them off at the end of the night. They're not a winner for me. And then it's a bit clumpy as well. And then a brow product, which if you watch my vlogs you may have seen already. This really made me laugh because it's a good job I put on my brows before the rest of my makeup, because otherwise it would have been quite embarrassing. This is the Soap & Glory Brow Almighty Power Glide On Crayon. It's like a really fat crayon, but if you have big gaps in your eyebrows, it's perfect. It actually really works really nicely, and the colour is really beautiful. This is Brownie Point. I put it on and then I looked in the mirror 10 minutes later when I was finished doing the rest of my makeup, and my brows were bright orange. So the other problem with this is that I can't actually for the life of me work out what it is that's making it go orange, because I've just tried to swatch it on my hand and then sat and waited here until it goes orange, and it didn't go orange. But on that day, on that vlog, you guys will be able to see, like, you can see it turning orange on my hand. And it's nothing specifically that I used on my face, because I then tried it on my hand, and when I'd washed my hand I didn't have anything on my hand and it did go orange. So I was trying to desperately work out what was making it go orange, but I mean, I feel like in the grand scheme of things I'd just rather not use an eyebrow pencil that might go orange and use one that I know is definitely not going to go orange. So I wasn't overly impressed with that, but I would love to know if you guys have had any experiences with this brow pencil and if it has gone orange on you. The last one that I was kind of disappointed by was the Super Liner from L'Oreal, and this is the Black and Sculpt version. The L'Oreal eyeliners from the Super Liner range are normally amazing, and I'm usually a really big fan. It has a ball on the end. Now this would be really cool if you wanted to do some kind of crazy like dot effects or different kind of looks with it. But for me, I just found this really hard. I couldn't get like a really fine point with it. I personally didn't really get on with that too well. For nails, I have to say, one thing that I thought was amazing the first time I used it, but it just did not stay on my nails for longer than about an hour, was the Nails Inc Paint Can nail polish. I love Nails Inc, and I love the idea of this, because if you're in a big hurry, the concept is you paint on the base coat, spray on the colour, it is literally like spray paint, and then you put on the top coat and you have like instant nails within a couple of seconds. Super easy. However, it just didn't stay. It scratched off almost immediately, and I followed the instructions to the T. My next disappointing product is a perfume, and I feel like it should be quite hard to get a disappointing perfume because most of the time they have testers, you can smell them before you buy them. Well, I did, and I'm still disappointed with this one. This is the C by Chloe, and it is the limited edition one in Sea Belle. I actually picked this up in the airport. I got the original of this, and I absolutely love it. Tried it out, I was like, oh, that's really nice. When you first spray it, it smells really fresh, and it has a kind of fruity element to it. It's almost like a sharp, fruity scent. Really liked it. And then discovered that it is so sickly. Like, I've tried to wear it a few times and it just makes me feel a bit sick. Like, it's a bit too much for me. I'm not sure if it's even still available, so I'm not going to talk about it for too much longer, but if you see this and you want to impulse buy, or if you're buying online because you like the original one, think twice and go and smell it in person, because it is not as nice as the original, in my opinion. It's a lot more sickly. And then 2 skincare items for the final part of the video. The first one is a cult classic cleanser. This is the Eve Lom cleanser, and I have to give this cleanser respect because she was the first person to properly bring out a cleansing balm, which are now everywhere, and I feel like everyone has had the opportunity to kind of improve on her formula and do it better, but she did it first. I'd used it once before, years and years ago, and obviously before I'd tried out a lot of other kind of balm cleansers, and I got this miniature size. It was either in a Space NK goodie bag or a Birchbox or something like that. For a start, it stinks. Like, it actually smells bad. Like, I don't know if it's a personal preference thing for me. If you use Eve Lom cleanser and you like the way it smells, let me know. But I really don't like the smell. Secondly, it's got mineral oil in it, which is a really kind of cheap product to put in. I personally don't react to mineral oil. A lot of people say they break out or whatever. But the way I look at it, with a product like this that is very expensive. I just think you wouldn't really expect it to be full of a cheap product. You'd want it to have sweet almond oil or a more kind of natural oil base like that that's potentially good for your skin as opposed to just a filler oil. Anyway, so that's the other reason why I don't like it. And the third reason is that it's just really not of a great texture, and I found that it was harder to get off my skin than my favourite Sarah Chapman one. And yeah, all in all, I was like really shocked by how much I disliked it, because I had tried it before and quite liked it, but like I said, a long time ago, so that was disappointing. And then finally, these were in a really recent haul. These are the Pixi Makeup Melting Cleansing Cloths. These really struggle to get my mascara off, like in a big way, in a sense that I think this pack was £10 for 40. So you do get more than a normal pack, but it's still expensive for what it is, and they did nowhere near as good a job as my simple cleansing wipes. So I wasn't really a fan of those. So that's everything I've got to show you guys. If you guys have tried any disappointing products in the past few months, let me know in the comment section below what they are so that we can all read them and be aware of like what not to buy. I hope you guys are already subscribed, but if you're not, then make sure you do. I upload every Sunday and Friday. So I hope to see you guys again very soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.